award session. Let us see what the poster award committee has decided which are the 3 best posters. Peter, the floor is yours.
Okay, good morning. It's been a very lively discussion during poster sessions. The only bottleneck was the day with the social event, but we still managed. And I'm pleased to say I've been pleasantly surprised by the creativity of the presented works. One interesting trend to note is that we are getting more and more contributions from social sciences and economics, not just engineering, which is truly in the spirit of the conference. Now, we had a poster evaluation committee, quite international. We have Professor Amela Janovic, Professor Mario Costa, Dr. Ting Ma, Professor Pavel Otsloň, Professor Antonio Piacentino, Dr. Liliana Proskojakova, and Dr. Timothy Walmsley. And all these guys helped me to make the evaluation as objective as possible. And we have identified the awardees. Should I proceed with the awards now? Okay. So the third best poster, we have the first contribution to make it to the awards, which is from Africa. Ali Alouache, with the paper Comparative Biosorption of Congo red dye and hexavalent chromium using porous multilose biomass in aqueous solutions. Okay, please come to the studio. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, I would like to also ask Stanislav Anwajla to come to receive his award for the second prize for the paper Algorithms for Determination of the Vector Velocity Field in a two-phase gas-liquid flow. And now for the winner of the competition, it's Ofelia Arroyo for the poster Simulation of Biogas Production from Agro-Residues to Produce Bioenergy. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Peter, for a great job of award committee, poster award committee. And now we move to the closing session. We have tried to reduce the use of single-use plastics, so we replaced the usual SDEWES plastic accreditation with a paper one. It didn't work very well because the paper is too soft. I agree fully on the criticisms, but we had 2 types of solutions that people used. Some people managed to find all plastic accreditations and use them. Other people, like me, engineers, they just made another hole. And it works. So there are different solutions. Some people like to be conservative and they stick to old solutions, and other people are trying to find better solutions. But next time we will try to make it from a hard cardboard, and hopefully it will work. We are scientists, we have to try new things, not stay with the old technologies forever, if there is a need for new technologies, of course. So, I would like to thank very much to our sponsors and to the patronage of Ministry of Science and Education of Croatia. I would also like to thank very much our sponsors. Our gold sponsor, especially Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz International Prize for Water, and our silver sponsor, Interreg Adrian Project Econautinet, and many other basic sponsors. We had 567 people reach us here at the conference, which is slightly less than 615 which were registered. There were apparently some transport problem because we overlapped with 70 years of People's Republic of China. So some people lost their planes in Beijing, but I'm still very happy because this is the biggest SDEWES conference ever. And you were coming from 55 countries and 5 continents. So we only miss 5 continents, I would say 6 continents. They're all 6 here on the map. So maybe somebody who was doing the numbers didn't count some of the continents. Maybe Eurasia is one, or America is one, who knows. So 511 papers were presented orally, and 49 regular sessions, and in 17 special sessions. I'm very happy with very rich special sessions, which are the ones that you organized, and I would like to thank here again to the special session organizers who did great work to make this conference really successful. We also had 4 invited lectures, excellent ones, and 2 excellent panels. We had 100 posters presented in 4 poster sessions. Unfortunately, 20 oral presentations were not presented, and 7 poster presentations were not carried out. And we have very strict policy, not presented means cancelled. So these papers will not be published, they will not be invited into special issues, because we want that other participants have a chance to see your work before it is actually published. So I'm sorry, but the rules are strict, no exceptions. There was 1 special event and 1 clustering event. I would also like to thank here to the International Scientific Committee that did a great job in editing all these papers. I would also like to thank Scientific Advisory Board members who did a great job reviewing those papers, and everybody else who participated in the conference organization. Now comes the important part for participants who delivered archival papers to the conference. Those that were accepted as archival papers will be candidates for publishing in journals. We have up to now published 1,535 papers which were previously presented at SDEWES conferences since 2002. In many journals, you see the list of them. We are preparing some like 15 special issues in journals for this conference. And I hope that you have good materials. We changed the procedure this time. So you were asked to rank journals and in order to reduce misunderstanding when editors are selecting papers. But editors will still have the last word. They will only select papers which they think are fitting to their journal. So if you selected as a rank 1 journal A, editor of that journal will have ability to select your papers first, but if he is not happy, then you will be offered also to the rank 2 journal, etc., until the last rank. So we will reduce friction with that way, and you will end up in a better journal from your point of view, which is probably also better fitting because you know what you have written and where your paper fits in. But in the end, the editors decide everything, and we don't promise any publishing because it still has to be a new, great, innovative contribution to science of sustainable development of energy, water, and environment systems. I would also like to bring your attention to the journal that we started in 2013. It's Journal of Sustainable Development of Energy, Water, and Environment Systems. You can publish through this journal, not only through this conference, but also as a separate submissions, which we accept all the time. It's an open access journal. We are in Q2 in environmental area in Scopus. So in some countries that also counts to your evaluation. In other countries it doesn't because we still don't have impact factor. But we are listed in Web of Science core collection. So for some evaluation committees it might be a worth publications also. But we are also having a serious review, so the paper has to be good if you want to publish in SDEWES. Coming to the people who actually made this happen, this is the local organizing committee. I would like to thank the secretary of the conference, Zvonko, is here. Co-chair of the local organizing committee and our man in Dubrovnik, Goran. Then Eva, who answered so many mails and actually made everything possible. Nevena, who was receiving your money, and thank you for settling those fees. Thank you, Nevena. And then the guy behind IT, you know, all the brain is him, Marko. And the head of staff, the one who actually governed the army of the soldiers down there, Tomislav. And then I would like for all the other members of local organizing committee, Tena, Anna, Irma, Lea, Anna, Ivana, Ksenia, Borna, Hrvoje, Nikola, Anton, Filip, Tibor, Robert, Marko, Ivan, and Hrvoje to stand up. And one of them, yes, because a big conference needs a lot of workforce. I hope they were good. If you have any complain to Tomislav, not to me. And the next year, what happens next year with SDEWES? Well, we are going to organize 4 SDEWES conferences next year. We have established new conference series. We do the main conference every year, and every second year or odd year we come here to Dubrovnik. But every even year we go to some other place. and we also organize several regional conferences. So, based on a very successful conference in Rio de Janeiro that was chaired by Eduardo, we are organizing second Latin American SDEWES Conference, and Marco, you can let the video go. It's a long video about our host, Universidad de Buenos Aires. The chair will be Professor Susana Boykens, but Argentina is much more than University of Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires is a lovely city. It looks like Europe maybe 20, 30 years ago. It's very comfortable, very good food, excellent wine, and Argentina is beautiful. So if you have if you've never been there, that's a good opportunity to go there. It will be mainly people from Latin America because it's a Latin American conference, but it's open to everyone because it's a SDEWES conference, of course. And the papers presented at the second Latin American SDEWES will be part of the yearly special issues linked to SDEWES. So you can publish through that. And then we have decided to start a new conference series, Asia Pacific Conference Series, and the first one will be in Gold Coast. Marco, do we have video? Okay, so we hope that this conference will also attract people, especially from Asia-Pacific region, and it will become a series of conferences that we will then organize in different countries of Asia-Pacific. We'll see. It's a nice beach. It's a long tradition of research at Griffith University, which is our host there, and Professors Rodney Stewart and Osahin are long participants of SDEWES conferences, so they know how to do it. And then our third conference is in a long series of very successful Southeast European conferences. The first one was organized by Natasha in Ohrid. The second one by Alexander in Piran, the third one by Nikola and Ilya in Novi Sad, and the fourth one is organized by Tarik Kupusovic from Sarajevo, in Sarajevo. See you in Sarajevo.
Thank you very much, Darren. And we are all witnesses of the success of all these idea of the conferences about sustainability and integrating energy, water, environment, and all the other pillars of sustainability. I'm inviting you all and all the others in Sarajevo because also symbolically and historically, geographically, Sarajevo integrating East means in history very long time influence of the Far East and East, then West, also North from Budapest and Hungary and so, and the Mediterranean and including Dubrovnik for a long time because of the special connection between the Republic of Dubrovnik and Bosnia in the Middle Age Kingdom, then under Ottomans and also Austro-Hungarian Empire. So, as success of the conference is of course up to Nelen and the people around and all the mentioned stuff, but also in fact main reason is the idea about the meeting of the people from different fields who are trying to solve, to find the solutions for the problems in our lives, in our planet. So welcome to Sarajevo. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tarik. And then we come to the fourth conference, which we'll organize next year. The main conference will be organized in Cologne this time, chaired by Professor Ingo Stadler, whom all of you know. He has given several invited lectures at these conferences. And his university, Technical University of Stuttgart. Do we have a film? Kelm. What did I say? Stuttgart. Kelm. Oh. Can we cut this?
Hello and welcome. I am very proud to announce that next year's SDEWES Conference 2020 will take place in the most beautiful city of Germany. Before we go into more detail, let us have some impressions of the city. You like to go to the beach and you think you need to go for the Mediterranean Sea? No, you can have that in the middle of Cologne. We love to live our lives and we love our carnival. And as the official season is much too short, we continue to celebrate that on Christopher Street Day. And then we have invented, unique in the world, the summer carnival. We just call Jack im Sommerski. You would like to experience passionate football? Come to Cologne. Okay, if you would like to see good football, go somewhere else. You would like to go by cable car and you think you need to go, for example, to the Alps? No need, you can do that here in Cologne. Order! Okay, I will start to talk about the conference. We will have the SDEWES 2020 conference on the campus of our university, TH Köln, the largest university of applied science in Europe. We will have the conference dinner and the party on a cruiser ship here on the Rhine River. And we go for an excursion first to see the old energy system. We will have a look into one of the world's largest open cast lignite mines. And then we head on to look for the future energy systems and we'll have a visit at Forschungszentrum Jülich. At the latest, after SDEWES 2020, you will have lost your heart to the city of Cologne and also will attach a lock to the Hohenzollern Bridge. See you.
Okay, now you know what are your options for the next year. You could come to all 4 of them, travel with us around the world, or come to choose the one that is closest to you or that is in the place where you haven't been yet, so you would like to discover it. Then I say, see you there. Conference is closed by that. Have a safe trip back home. Bye-bye.